In the fields surrounding the ancient fortress of Valadon, nestled in a small village called Elid, lived a carpenter named Arid and his wife Amalia. Arid was a robust man with a fiery temperament, characterized by his jet black hair and dark eyes. His fondness for drink rivaled only by his love for Amalia. Amalia, hailing from the northern shores of Ilia, was a striking beauty with gray eyes and auburn hair. Together they enjoyed a life filled with love and tranquility until fate intervened. One day Amalia discovered she was pregnant. In response, Arid dedicated himself to renovating their modest home on the hill and caring for her and their unborn child. He renounced alcohol and devoted every moment to ensuring Amalia's well-being. As time passed, the day of reckoning arrived. "It's time," Amalia exclaimed. "Call the midwife." Arid rushed to summon Astrid, the village midwife. Upon their return, they found Amalia writhing in agony. "Here, love," Astrid said soothingly, handing her a herbal concoction mixed with milk. "You'd best leave, sir," Astrid advised Arid gently. "No offense, but men aren't permitted in the birthing room. It's the law." Arid nodded, kissed Amalia, and retreated to the barn. What felt like an eternity later, Astrid emerged, her expression grave. "You have a son," she said softly, "but your wife, she didn't survive." Overcome with grief and rage, Arid hurled an axe at Astrid, ending her life. He unleashed the animals in the barn and set it ablaze, erasing any trace of her from existence. He buried Amalia atop the hill and turned his fury toward the newborn. "May the void take you, demon child. I treasured only one thing in this world, and you stole her from me." In a fit of rage, he kicked the infant and stormed away. When he returned, he brought a wet nurse. "Once he's weaned and walking, bring him back to me," he instructed. The girl nodded in compliance. A year later, the girl returned with the now toddler. "He needs a name," she stated. Arid struck her across the face. "That child is the reason my wife is dead. He has no name." He paid her off and sent her away before tossing the boy into the cellar, where he would remain for years, enduring relentless abuse. As time passed, the boy, now 12, was fed scraps of ash and manure, with only the barest trickle of water to sustain him. He lived in isolation until a mysterious voice reached out to him from the darkness. "I see you, little one," it called, formless and ethereal. "Who are you?" the boy asked, trembling. The voice replied with a low, menacing laugh. "I am the void. I offer you everything." Intrigued, the boy agreed to accept it. In an instant, he transformed, aging a decade and healing all his wounds. When Arid came for his daily torment, he found not his son, but a towering figure with white skin and black eyes. "Who are you? Where is my son?" Arid yelled in terror. Curi, the creature seized him by the throat. "Father?" it boomed, its voice deep and echoing, like 1,000 voices at once. "Let the void take him," he said now in Arad's voice. And it did. Aride screamed as a mist rose up to him. "You are mine now," it said. "I am Blyxx." The mist went through Arid and back into the monster's mouth, along with Arid's soul. He conjured black armor from the bones and ash that remained. He then went up to the house and demolished it with a mighty wind he had conjured. Blyxx turned and saw the people of Elid coming to see what had happened. The monster within him laughed and conjured a whip of blood. With one slash of this, he tore the crowd asunder. Those it hit turned bone white, with red eyes. Vampires. They quickly turned upon the others as the mist returned and took the souls of the slain. Now that Elid was gone, Blyxx turned his eyes to the keep. He blew a great horn that he had taken from the house, a low, droning hum that shook the land and sky alike. Dark things arose from all the hidden areas of the earth: shades, goblins, trolls, wicked men, and witches all flocked to the horn. They bowed and screamed and cried out, "Hail the Dark Lord! Hail Blyxx! May darkness reign forever!" Blyxx took the skulls of the dead villagers and made a helm for himself, then forged a great sword out of ash and blood. "What now, sire?" a shade asked. He put on his helm. "Valadon shall fall, then Ilia will be mine." He turned and threw his blood whip into the sky. It fell to pieces and carried up on the wind north. "Destroy the keep," he said. "Valor is dead,